Hi, and welcome to Cox Auto Group down here on Route 40. Easy to find right past 896 in the medium strip. Everybody knows where it's at. If you're coming up from Cecil County, Hartford County, Maryland, it's on the left-hand side. If you're coming in from Wilmington, it's on the left-hand side because it's right across the street from People's Plaza in the medium strip there on Route 40. And we've got two locations, because we don't want to forget the location as well, and that's up on the Kirkwood Highway, and we got a show out there running for that as well. So either location, stop in, you're going to find some fantastic deals going on. And one of the fantastic deals is, I can't believe it's still going, it's got to be working, $1 down.
It is. Tim, I will tell you right now, this deal is one of the best in the industry right now. This deal's a good deal, $1 down. I mean, we're moving a lot of cars, folks, and we're making them happy clientele people, and we get you in any car with $1 down, as long as for qualified customers.
Yeah, and qualified customers ain't that much. It just depends on how much you make and that's what we want to talk about, because you don't want to put somebody in a car that's going to put them into a situation they can't afford to pay for it.
Correct. I mean, and that's not what we're in this industry for. We're in an industry to help the customer. We're like customer advocates. We want to help the customer get that payment, what they could afford in a vehicle. It's hard times. Not a lot of people have money for down payment or tax, or tax and tags money, So, the $1 down is something that we decided to create, and it's working.
Yeah, it's great for people out there. And one of the other things that you guys get, because this is a buy here, pay here lot. When I say that, the financing is done right here, and through a finance company, gets reported to the credit bureau.
Correct. We do report to the credit bureau. As far as in this industry, we do. Another thing I want to touch base with is we do tax deals. So right now we're at that point. If you haven't done your tax returns and you need a car and you want to put some money down and make them cheaper payments, we will do your taxes for you, folks. Come on in, bring me your recent W-2s. Come in, we'll get down and sit you down, get you an estimate, and basically we'll do them for you, and we'll wait on the check, and you drive off the lot that day with the car.
Yeah, so if you got some tax money coming back, and that's the important thing, because you want to work with people and put them in the right situation. I said that here a minute ago through the financing company. You got the $1 down program going, but folks, if you want lower payments, then you got to put a little bit more down, and that's what it boils down to. And that kind of lowers the payments on the automobiles. But it's only 3 years. I mean, you do have situations where you're stretching some out to 4 years now, but basically everything's 3 years.
Yeah, everything's 3 years. Most of the cars that we come with, are going to be 3 years. And all our cars have under 100,000 miles on them. I got cars with 30 up to 89,000 miles. So, it doesn't matter on the year, particularly the car. If you want a car that runs good and it's 2005, 2006 with 30,000 miles, car still has life left in it,
Yeah, and when you're talking about that too, because I want that peace of mind, and you guys offer that, and that's once again building customers for life, which all this program all started way back when Cox Auto Group came into play, is building customers for life. And when I say that, you have to give that peace of mind. So you guys put a warranty on every automobile that rolls out.
We do put a 6-month, 6,500 mile warranty on a vehicle, and that comes with any one of our vehicles on this lot, as long as you finance. We'll give you that 6-month, 6,500 mile warranty. And folks, again, this warranty is one of the decent warranties out there. It's not a bumper to bumper, but it covers a lot. It covers a lot, and you'll find yourself for the first 6 months, you ain't got to worry about nothing. We're not going to charge you for the warranty. We give that to you as a gift from us, from you buying the car.
And you can extend that out if you want to. You can do it in 6-month intervals. For that way, if you want to trade a car in or sell the car later on, you're not paying ahead of time. So you can keep that warranty in effect the whole time you're paying for the automobile. And that's what I like about it. And it covers, when you say it's not bumper to bumper, it's pretty much bumper to bumper on your major components. And that's the thing that you want to be covered.
Yeah, it does. It covers your engine, your transmission, your rear, your heat, your air conditioning, your 4x4. Covers all the major stuff that you're going to have to, that's going to go wrong. You're driving down the road and that motor falls out the bottom of the car and it's dingling down the road. You pay $50 and you get a new, you get a new transmission or a new motor, whatever hurts.
And that's not going to happen with these cars, because they're all checked. And to give you an idea, when I say that, because they put the warranty on them and they want to be sure it's right. And plus, if you're in Cecil County and you buy a car here, it's got to go through the Maryland inspection, which Maryland inspection is just unbelievable. They take the tires off, they check belts, they check everything. So all these cars are geared to go through Maryland inspection, so they know you're in good quality, top running condition. You talking about a good buy right now is. Still, I've got my overcoat on. You're a little bit tougher than I am because you're out here in your short sleeve T-shirt and a long sleeve shirt, but it's still wintertime, and you got an opportunity right now to buy convertibles a lot cheaper than you will come springtime.
That is true. That is true. I mean, if you look at this Saturn Sky, it's 2008 Saturn Sky, manual transmission. It's got the leather seats. It's self-explanatory for itself, but this car has 27,000 miles on it, folks. 27,000 miles on this 08 Sky, and you basically will get into this car for a cheap price during wintertime, and you're going to be happy when it comes summertime. You're going to have that convertible that you wanted. You bought it at wintertime and got the good deal on it.
Yeah, and once again, it's here at Route 40, Cox Auto Group on Route 40. Great looking sports car. I really like that, the look of it and everything else. But you're talking about a car that a lot of ladies want out there. You got it sitting right here. And this is a convertible. Once again, going to save a lot of money on it. And tell me about it.
This 2004 Volkswagen Beetle Turbo, it's a great car. It's got 64,000 miles on it.
64,000 miles on it, on a convertible. Now, when you're talking about that, because I always say, when you mentioned earlier how the car is on the lot, what you got them. I find it hard to find one that's got over 100,000 miles on it. I always say that when we come down here and do the show. That gives you an idea. Well, let's see when we run into our first one that's got over 100,000 miles, if we run into one while we're doing this show. Tell me about this. Folks, this is a deal right here. You got this Toyota Spyder. I mean, what a deal you got going on it right now.
Yeah, this is the oldest year, make, model car. This car is 15 years old and it's still sitting on my lot, and the miles on it are great. It's a 2000 Spyder, Toyota Spyder MR2. Folks, this car's got 88,000. Collector's edition. This car's got 88,000 miles on it. Convertible, red interior, cloth. It's got stick shift. You want to zip, great four-cylinder to zip in, zip around town.
Yeah, it's a 2000, so your price tag is going to be down there. That's affordable for folks out there. And once again, it's a buy here, pay here, $1 down for qualified customers. Come on in, talk to the guys here. And you got some great guys here on Route 40. I want to talk about them just for a minute. You got, Jim been here forever.
Jim's been here there. He's going to die at this place. But regardless of the point, you got Jim, you got Daryl, you got Bill. Down at Kirkwood Highway, you got myself, you got Zach, and you got Marvin. Come on down, check us out. We'll get you into something. Any car on either of our lots are $1 down. And no matter what stipulation is, whether, you got to be working, you got to qualify. If you come in, you qualify, we'll get you into the car that suits your needs for $1 down.
Yeah, I want to look at this one here because I'm going to go up here and do this one myself because, when you come on to Cox Auto, I always talk about that you're able to shop it just like a new car. You would go, this is a 2005 Nissan Altima. And folks, it only has, that's what I like about it, 68,640 miles. I mean, you're going to the exact mileage. You get all the comfort equipment, accessories that you would find if you went to buy this car brand new. The same kind of sticker is going to be on there, and it's listing out, it's got power doors, locks, remote tachometer, exterior mirrors, power cruise control, rear seats, split folding. It tells you everything about that car so you can come onto this lot and just go shopping before you even go inside and say, hey, I want the keys to this one. Hey, I want to check those out. And I'm still looking for that one that's got over 100,000 miles. Manny, tell me about this one here as we get over here, because you can do the same thing.
I mean, like for instance, Tim, look at this. 2012 Ford Focus SE. It's a hatchback. So it's a 5-door. But look at the miles. It's got 70,185 on it. 2012, and you get that 6-month, 6,500-mile warranty that comes with it. And folks, it's $1 down.
It got keyless entry. It got all kinds of stuff. I mean, remote keyless entry. That means it's on the key. You just hit it so you ain't got the key. You ain't getting in it. And alarm, it's all here for you. The warranty, 6,500 miles or 6 months, whichever comes first. You tell them about that gas.
Oh my gosh, folks, look at this. Miles per gallon, 40 miles per gallon highway, folks. Highway, 31 city. I mean, you could put 10 bucks in this car and you'd be able to go 2 weeks without filling back up again, folks.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, today the gas prices have fallen, so your payment, what you're going to save in gas on that would make your payment as you come up down here. Because I'm going to find one eventually. Well, I got one that got close. It's still not over 100,000 now.
But this car, I mean, you could put billions of miles on this car. It's like a Honda.
It's a Nissan.
It's a Nissan. You know, it's Japanese made. So 2005 Nissan Sentra. It's a 1.8S. I mean, the motor's self-explanatory. 31 miles to the gallon, folks. 94,000 miles on this car and $1 down.
Yeah, 94,000 miles is just breaking them in. That's what I want to tell people when you're buying an automobile or any automobile, if you have an automobile, as long as you change the oil in that car, you got a good chance of that thing continuing running forever. And keeping up with the regular maintenance, you're always going to have a maintenance issue, you know, here or there along the way. But with a warranty, peace of mind on your major components, you have nothing to worry about here. I thought I was going to get to another one. This was the 2009. I thought, well, this one's going to get up there over 100,000. Hadn't made it yet.
Nope, haven't made it yet. I haven't seen the first 5 cars we've done. I haven't seen anything close to 100,000 miles except for the Nissan Sentra. But folks, 2009 Toyota Corolla. Again, folks, this is a Toyota, so you can put boatloads of miles on this. This car's got 85,826 miles, and it gets 35 miles to the gallon, folks. 35 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, and it's so much there. I mean, you got, you know, power everything when you're talking about it. It's all on the stickers there. Your best way to do it and shop is to come down to Cox Auto Group on Route 40 and look at the automobiles that they have in stock. And you come down through here, you know, I'm looking at this. This is a 2004. You mentioned Honda Civic LX4. 53,585 miles. I mean, you're talking about halfway to the 100,000.
It hasn't even lived its life yet.
No, it hasn't even gotten broken in. It's just
and it's a manual transmission, so you know the fact that it's a manual transmission. I mean, you're gonna get 250,000 miles out of this car. You could drive this car another 150,000 miles and probably not change the oil in it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but don't tell them that, because we want you changing oil. We definitely want you to change the oil in their automobiles. As we make our way down through here, let's talk about this. What are we looking at?
This 2005, now look, you can look at this one, 2006 Chevy HHR. Folks, this car's got 81,000 miles even on it, and it's an 06 HHR.
81,000, still haven't found it. Like I said, when I come on the Cox Auto Group slot or Cox Auto sales on the Kirkwood Highway, I always try to find a car that's got over 100,000 miles. I don't know how they do it. The buyers have been doing it for years. Well, you're family. You guys, you know, when you talk about Cox, I got to talk about Vinny, because you're part of the family. I mean,
I am. I grew up on the lot of Kirkwood Highway. Growing up as a little tyke, growing up around, and grew up around my uncle and my grandfather running the place. But you know, it's in my blood and it's in my industry to run this. You know, I mean, cars are my life, sales are my life. You know, but I'm here for the customer, not myself.
Because Cox been around since 1960, and you're not going anywhere. That's a nice thing. Finally found one. Here we go. But this is a Ford Fusion, quality built. But this one's got 101,000.
It does. This 2008 Ford Fusion's 101,000. But like again, for a 100,000 mile car, Tim, if you look on the inside of this car doesn't have any.
Well, that tells me, when I look at this, because you don't see the wear and tear on a car like this. You know what that tells me, folks? They put that 101,000 on the highway, versus getting in and out, because that's where you're going to get that wear and tear on it. But you look inside this, I mean, I don't see the wear and tear on the leather that you normally would see on 101,000. So this is highway miles.
It is highway miles. I mean, this car's loaded. Leather seat, sunroof. It's got the iPod hookups for your kids that got the iPod. ABS brakes, you know, cruise control. It's got the thermostats in the seats, so you know you got the nice little butt warmers if you want to keep your tushy warm in the wintertime. You know, that's the best thing to do. And folks, again, you get the 6-month, 6,500 mile warranty with it, a good peace of mind, and also it's $1 down.
$1 down, all happening right now at Cox Auto Group on Route 40 and on Kirkwood Highway. Want to remind everybody about the tax time season. If you got your W-2s, come here. They'll do your taxes for you. They'll take and apply that money for your down payment if you want them to. You tell them if you're going to get a lot back, they'll, you know. So that's up to those folks.
If you come in, you do your taxes, you give us $1,000, at least out of your tax return, so we can work you pretty much a really good deal. And we'll do them for free if you give us at least $1,000 down. If you don't, we'll charge you to do your federal. Which is not much money, but hey, come down. We're doing your taxes for free.
Yeah, and the nice thing about it is you come in and you need an automobile. You got a little bit more than that dollar down. You're going to get lower payments on it, and it just makes life easier for you. You can step up on automobiles too, depending on your income. This has only got 88,000 on it. Tell me about it.
It's 2009 HHR, just like that 06. 88,000 miles on this HHR. You want something newer than an 06? Same color, same everything. 2009, I have it.
Yeah, it looks good. Like you said, the same color. For a minute there, I thought we already did that car and came back to it. Here comes another one. So you guys got to run on these HHRs right now. So great automobiles too, by the way.
They are. They're like the little PT Cruiser of Chevy. That's what I call them. But you look at this one. This is an 09 with 111. So we saw 2 vehicles so far since this commercial that have 100,000 miles on them. But again, folks, I'm putting a 6-month, 6,500 mile warranty on it, and I stand by my cars. I stand behind my cars.
They wouldn't be on this lot if they weren't going to, because they got to pass Maryland inspection. If anybody knows anything about Maryland inspection, it's just unbelievable. They check fan belts, they take tires off, check the wear and tear on brake. They do it all.
But they do, and that is correct, Tim. Another thing we do before they even hit our lot is they get safety checked. Our service shop does a 110-point inspection on them, and if they say, hey, this car's got a bad motor trans, we send it back to the auction. We don't even buy them because we don't want, we don't want the headache, and we want our customers to be happy. We want the cars to last 3 to 5 years, even longer than that for them, as long as they do the routine maintenance, change the oil, change the brakes, do the routine stuff that they have to do.
Yeah, and that's it. And it's good, clean cars is what you're going to find as you go down through here. As we make our way, here's another Chevy. This is the classic. I want to say Malibu. Am I correct, or is this something else?
Yeah, it's a Chevy Classic Snow 4. It's a Malibu. You can call it a Malibu. But this car's been here when I was a salesman. So, but...
I'm looking at this, and I can't believe that this car is sitting here because I just happened to look down. It's got 38,926 miles on it. It's a 2004 Chevy Classic. It's not your... everything you want on leather or nothing like that, but for a good secondary car or just a good car to go back and forth to work in, or or your first time buyer car, what a great deal you're going to get on this. 38,926 miles on it. It's not broke in. You're going to get years and years out of this car.
You will. You'll get years. You'll get out of this car. And that's why I said to him, I don't understand why this car is still sitting here. This car is a great, reliable car. I know, most of the majority of the customers don't want to be in an 04 Malibu. But sometimes there's that one customer that has no choice. Right. And they need something that's going to be cheap, reliable, and this is the car it is.
Yeah, and a great deal on it, and right now you can get into it for $1 down. I just can't believe that's still sitting here when you're talking about less than 40,000 miles on it in 2004, and it's still here. Coming over here, let's come to this one. This is a 2007 Dodge Cavalier.
Dodge Caliber.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, folks, this car's got 82,343 miles on it. It's 2007 Dodge Caliber. Folks, it's all-wheel drive, 30 miles to the gallon. So if you want that nice little mini car that crossover, it's the car to do it in. It's not full-wheel drive, it's all-wheel drive, so it gets you through the snow.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there looking at it. Got plenty of room. You go passengers, you still got plenty of room in the back here, kind of a hatchback, kind of a, it's a nice one. I remember when they came out with them, I thought, hey, that's a great looking automobile. Here comes another one, a Ford. This is the Ford 500. This is their top of the line when you're talking about Ford cars. It doesn't get much better than this. Tell me about it.
This 2006 Ford 500, look at this thing, man. 78,000 miles.
Leather, loaded out.
It's loaded out. Leather, loaded out. It's got heated seats, stability control, front, rear airbags, rear side air packed in bags. It's got everything. Child seat.
Dual control on air conditioning.
Volume control. And the good things, and I don't know, the combinations are sometimes in the trunk, but folks, if you look at this and you ever buy a Ford, if you hit the last 2 buttons and you got your car running and you know your code, and you want to run into the store and you got your car running so nobody can steal your stuff. If you hit the last 2 buttons, which are 7, 8, 9, and 0, it'll lock the car for you and you can leave the car running. And then all you go back is type in your combination, whatever, be in and unlock, and you get in there.
Yeah, well, it makes it nice, especially this time of year. You want to heat up your car or whatever, but this is fully leathered out. I mean, this was loaded. This car here was the top of the line when it came out. It would cost you a lot more than what it's going to cost you here at Cox Auto Sales on the Kirkwood Highway, or Cox Auto Group on Route 40. As you're coming down through here, it's just so many of them to choose from. Here's another great automobile.
It is 2006 Hyundai Elantra, folks. 54,466 miles on this car, and this is a little 38 mile gallon to the car. This car is great. So come on in, get in this car for $1 down. You get your 6 month, 6,500 mile warranty. Come down and talk to your sales staff here and get into one of these cars that we have in our lot. We got 100-something cars here. We got 100-something cars at either location. Come to either location. We will get you into a car for $1 down. We will try our hardest to make that happen for you.
Yeah, let's talk about financing once again, because it's great programs you got set up here.
I mean, I got plenty of programs, Tim. I mean, we report to the credit bureaus. We have a credit repair program. That's free of no charge. You come in, you got $1 in your pocket. You put that $1 down, you're driving. For qualified customers, you got to at least have a year on the job, make over $15,000 a year or more. And folks, it's 3-year financing. And sometimes I will do 42 months or 48 months, depending on the stipulations and depending on the year, make, and model of the car.
Yeah, because they're again trying to help people out, because you're offering $1 down. But if you got a trade-in, they take trade-ins. If you got a clean automobile, when I say clean automobile, don't run it through the car wash and think it's a clean automobile. I'm talking one that runs good and everything else. You guys buy cars.
I do. I buy clean cars. I mean, I'll trade in. I don't care whatever kind of car you got and you want me to trade it in for you. I don't care if you got to roll it in the back of a flatbed. I'll give you some decent cash for it. Come in. We'll get you into that car for $1 down if you don't want your old car. But again, look at this car, for instance, Tim. 2007 Toyota Yaris, okay? Yeah, it's a good year, but it's got a lot of miles on it, 125. But I stand behind this. This is the highest miles you'll see on my cars, on my lot. 125,000 miles, and you get a 6 month, 6,500 mile warranty on this car. So folks, keep that in mind. Yeah, it's got a lot of miles. It is a Toyota. This car's still not in.
They go 250, 300,000. You see them on the road forever. You change the oil, keep the proper maintenance. Let's see, we did one half row. We got another half row down there. We're coming up on the turn of the corner. You're going to find a selection of you talking about both Cox Auto Group and Cox Auto Sales. What a selection of automobiles you have, and you can check it all out on the website as well.
Yeah, if you guys go to Cox Auto GroupDE.com. You can check their inventory out down here. If you go to CoxAutoSalesDE.com, you can check out the inventory that I have down there on Kirkwood Highway. If not, and you don't want to get on the internet and you want to come in and make an appointment, just call us. Yeah. Dial our phone numbers at the bottom of the screen and come in and make the appointment. My sales staff, either at location, will help you guys.
Yeah, and if you see a car you want more questions about, just come on in and ask them. I love these, Pontiac, what a car they made. It's so tight when you drive them. And this one right here has got that, I want to say fire engine red. They got a different name for it. But what a gorgeous car. It's only got 64,000 miles on it. It's got the wheels, the chrome wheels. I mean, it's loaded out.
It is. It's called Crimson Red. But I will tell you right now, I mean, my pickup's red, and I love the color of this. And you know me. Of course, I'm a volunteer fireman, too, so give a shout out to my friends, but come on down, $1 down. This 2007 Pontiac G6 GT, 64,316, folks, is the miles. 64,316. I mean, this car's got sunroof, heated seats, leather seats, Triptonic controls, gauge clusters, steering wheel gauge clusters. It's even got.
It's got everything. I'm looking at that dash, and it looks like you have to be a pilot to fly this thing. Because it's so loaded up. And what great running automobiles these are! I'm telling you, I had a Pontiac, and they're so tight. I love them. They're just good cars. Here comes another one for those people out there that wants that young lady that's getting ready to graduate from high school or college or whatever the case might be, needs her first car. What a car to put her into. Then this one right here, great color on this.
It is a great color. It's like that 04 that we saw, the baby blue one down here. This one's lime green. and it's a 2007, folks, with 89,000 miles. So if you don't want that '04 and you want the '07, come up on here at Route 40 on 896, right a mile from the Elkton line, and come get in this car for your daughter or your young lady or your wife. Convertible, folks. It's cheap. Good price right now. It's winter time.
You're not going to get better pricing than what you are on those convertibles right now, because I'm telling you, springtime, everybody wants a convertible. So the price goes up because, hey, I'm looking for a convertible, and you know you're going to sell them a lot quicker. And so right now, you're going to get the best deals. Come on down and talk to anybody down here on Route 40, Cox Auto Group, right across the street from People's Plaza. Tell me about this, Vinny.
This 2005 Ford 500. I mean, you look at this, it's the same as the other 500. I mean, it's got leather seats, sunroof, heated seats.
They're loaded.
Loaded. 81,313 is what the miles are. 81,314. You know, and you look at it, 35 miles to the gallon. And this is the car I actually like. This car is one of my favorite. All-wheel drive, folks, but it's got the Triptonic transmission where you can't feel the transmission shifting into gear.
You can't feel us having to say goodbye either, because it's that time. Until next time, for everybody here, it's $1 down going on right now. You can see it on the signs as you come here, right on Route 40, right across the street from People's Plaza, right past 896 coming out of Wilmington, Cecil County, just before you get to 896. Until next time, for Vinny and the entire gang inside, thanks for watching.
Thank you.